Why does our heart race when we see someone special? We have all felt butterflies in our stomachs during a romantic moment. What if we told you that the fluttering emotions we call love are actually the result of a chemical cocktail in our brains? Sorry to burst your bubble. Love isn't just poetry and romance. It's biology, chemistry, and a bit of evolutionary magic all wrapped up in one pretty package. But what exactly happens inside us when we fall in love? We form deep attachments, build lasting relationships, and sometimes endure the heartbreak of a breakup. Why do we go through all of this? The answer lies not just in the heart but in the chemistry of our brains. Scientists have uncovered fascinating connections between the emotions we feel and the brain chemicals that drive them. From the flutter of excitement at the beginning of a romance to the warmth of long-term companionship, every stage of love is powered by a unique blend of neurotransmitters and hormones. Homo sapiens have evolved three distinct brain systems for courtship, reproduction, and parenting. Romantic love, far from being a poetic notion, is as essential to our survival as food and water. It's hardwired into us, triggering a potent cocktail of chemicals like oxytocin, vasopressin, dopamine, serotonin, and testosterone. These neurochemicals play important roles in the way we experience love and form bonds. Research in neuroimaging and endocrinology has revealed that deep structures in the brain, particularly the left ventral tegmental area, are heavily involved in love's dopamine circuitry. Studies conducted by folks at Indiana University have shown that romantic love activates the brain's reward system in much the same way as addictive substances like opioids and cocaine. This is why love can feel like a natural high, with the same intense cravings and euphoria. Interestingly, love isn't just one thing. Experts agree that there are at least two distinct types of love. The first is the fiery, passionate love of early romance, driven by lust and intense emotions. A researcher of romantic love and human mating describes this as a time of heightened emotions often associated with the beginning of a relationship. The second type is companionate love, a more stable, enduring form of love that develops as relationships mature. While these two types of love are related, they have distinct biological profiles, each playing a unique role in our lives. Nature gave us this system for our evolution, for romantic love and attachment, says Lucy Brown, a neurology professor at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Imagine this: the same powerful bond that makes us fall in love and form deep connections with our partners is also found in some of the most unlikely creatures, prairie voles. These small mammals share a surprising genetic similarity with humans when it comes to love and attachment, and their brains offer us a glimpse into the biology of romantic relationships. Pair bonding, the deep connection that forms through courtship and shared experiences, is rare in the animal kingdom. Only about 3% of animals, including prairie voles, form these lasting bonds, often leading to lifelong partnerships and offspring. Scientists have discovered that the same chemicals driving human love, dopamine, vasopressin, and oxytocin, are at work in these tiny creatures. But what does this mean for us? According to scientists at the University of California, Santa Barbara, the basic science behind romantic love in humans has been developed by studying animals like the prairie vole. In these animals, pair bonding behaviors like nesting together, preferring each other over others, and even showing aggression towards intruders are clear indicators of a strong connection. Humans exhibit similar behaviors in romantic relationships. Our brain's reward systems light up at the sight or thought of a loved one, creating feelings of happiness and contentment. Interestingly, while the animal brain is primarily focused on reproduction, human love is more complex. Loretta Browning, author of Habits of a Happy Brain, explains that natural selection has equipped us with brains that not only seek to reproduce but also to form strong bonds for mutual protection and companionship. In fact, humans often maintain these bonds even without producing offspring, a phenomenon known as attachment. This suggests that our brain systems have evolved not just for survival, but also for the deep, enduring connections that enrich our lives. Isn't that amazing? Research offers a fascinating perspective on this. It hypothesizes that romantic love is an advanced form of basic mammalian drive to pursue preferred mates. These studies showed that when people are in love, the brain regions that light up are not in the higher cognitive areas, but in the more primitive, dopamine-rich parts of the brain stem. These areas control basic reflexes like breathing and swallowing, indicating that love in its most fundamental form is deeply rooted in our biology. Our brains are wired to seek out things that make us feel good, and this includes love. The chemistry of love starts with lust, that initial spark of attraction. Think love at first sight. At this stage, our brains are flooded with dopamine and testosterone. Dopamine is the feel-good chemical that heightens our focus and excitement when we're drawn to someone, while testosterone boosts our desire. For men, testosterone levels might even drop a bit, helping them focus on one partner rather than many. As we connect with someone, our brains reward us with more dopamine, encouraging us to see that person as both interesting and attractive. This is why we feel so energized and excited at the early stages of a relationship. But love isn't just about the initial rush. As the relationship deepens, other chemicals like oxytocin and vasopressin come into play. These help build long-term bonds, allowing a relationship to survive beyond just their first few dates. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, plays a key role in creating a sense of attachment and trust. It's the same chemical that strengthens the bond between a mother and her newborn. When we're in a loving relationship, oxytocin makes us feel secure and connected, fostering trust and empathy. Vasopressin, on the other hand, is more linked to the protective, sometimes possessive aspects of love. Together, these chemicals help balance our relationship, making them both passionate and stable. However, it's important to maintain a balance. Too much vasopressin can lead to obsessive behavior, while oxytocin helps keep things healthy and promotes long-term benefits like better health and longer life. Love, it turns out, is a beautiful complex mix of these and other chemicals, working together to create the strong bonds that keep us connected. Now that we've explored how brain chemistry fuels love and attachment, let's look into something even more exciting: the scent of attraction. Did you know that our genes might actually play a role in who we find attractive? It sounds like science fiction, but there is more to it than meets the eye, or rather the nose. Our immune system, specifically the major histocompatibility complex proteins, plays a surprising role in attraction. These proteins, responsible for triggering our body's defense mechanism, also emit subtle scents that we aren't consciously aware of but that our noses pick up on. Research suggests that women are naturally more attracted to men whose immune systems differ from their own, guided by these invisible cues. If love is so complex, why does it feel so instinctual, so immediate? Wouldn't a rational, calculated approach be more effective? Not really. Rationality, which evolved later than our instincts, helps us make decisions that others can understand and replicate. But love is personal, often defying logic and certainly not something we want others to imitate. It's easy to dismiss instinct compared to careful thought, but that's a mistake. Instincts can be sophisticated too, drawing on many factors that our conscious minds can't fully grasp all at once. Think about how easily we recognize a familiar face, compared to how challenging it is to describe it in detail. Love in its way works similarly. In the end, while love involves brain chemistry, reducing it to just chemicals oversimplifies its true nature, doesn't it? What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.